Tanner, what's your message to all of Cougar Nation after this victory over rival Utah on your home field?
Shoot, this was a sweet win. Beating that team always feels good. I've never lost to them, so I'm gonna wear that on my heart as a badge of honor. But you know, this game meant a lot to us, right? A ranked Holy War at our place. The environment was unbelievable. The fans were so good. They show up hours before the game for us. I know big noon kickoff this morning was insanity too. So we got the best fans in the world, in the country. So I love them and so grateful for them.
Yeah, let's double down on that. You're 3-0 against Utah. You played in 2021, 2024, and now 2025. So what makes this win over Utah different than the other two that you've been a part of?
I feel like out of all those games, this is probably the one I had the biggest impact on with my play. But just leading the boys and helping them understand, you know, how big this game is and how to approach it. But, you know, I've been raised a lifelong BYU fan, so, you know, winning this game, I grew up in an era where we didn't win a lot of these games, but I'm proud to report that we're in a new era where we are winning these games over and over again, and just super grateful to be part of this win.
Let's talk about your interception and the scout and the preparation that went into you going out and executing and making that play. What did you see and how were you able to take that ball away?
Yeah, I mean, all week we talked about how we got to get them into second and longer, third and longer situations where they would be throwing the ball because their drop back pass concepts were pretty basic, and we didn't think that he was a great passer down the field between the hashes, and I mean that kind of showed in that tonight. You know, he was attacking underneath pretty quickly to the flats, but didn't really have a lot of confidence throwing it deep down the middle, and when he did, was able to go capitalize on that. But you know, I think as I mentioned, we had a big focus on stopping the run on first and second down and getting them into third and longer situations.
You told me early in the week that you felt very confident in what your defense was going to be able to do against Utah with the preparation of your defense coordinator, Jay Hill, leading the charge. How was BYU able to go out and stay within the proper emotions of this game and do that?
You know, I think someone said it in pregame today, just make the little plays over and over and over again instead of getting too worked up about making the big plays, right? And that consistency is something that is so big for us. We had a great team meeting yesterday where we talked about our culture and sticking to our culture, which is being humble and hungry. And what does that look like on the field? You know, the culture is embedded in the Y, right? And we wear it on our helmet, we wear it on our chest, and everyone else, they're the ones who define that, right? And we got to defend it. And so I think we did that tonight in the way that we played, stayed humble, stayed hungry, and came out with a win.
I know that in a win, you typically just want to celebrate, but you're a guy that's very analytical and already, I'm sure, pushing it forward a little bit. What do you want to try and do better to get ready to try and go 8-0 next week?
I think we could have done a little better on third down tonight. I'm not sure what the final stats were. We should have finished a little better on that last drive too. We made it a little too interesting there at the end. Got everyone a little nervous with an onside kick, but yeah, I think we got to do a good job just finishing games and keeping our foot on the gas.
You were a home underdog this week, and I'm gathering that it didn't sit well with BYU that they were a home underdog. You come out victorious, so a lot of doubters out there. What's your message to people about what BYU football is tonight?
I mean, this is who we are. We're going to grit it out. We're going to find ways to win. Our brotherhood is so strong, and you know, the support from our fans, our coaches, our staff, admin, everyone. Like, it's such a tight-knit community, and that gives us a lot of power, gives us a lot of strength, a lot of belief. We know everyone in this stadium tonight believed in us and knew what we were going to come out here and do. And yeah, I mean, being 3-0 against the Utes in my career, I mean, if that coach up there is half the competitor I am, I don't know about retiring, losing 3 straight. I might lose some sleep for a couple years, but that's just me.
Tanner Wall, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations on Liz win. Let's bring your wife in here too, okay?
I'm like, okay. Hey, guys.
Not everybody gets to celebrate with their wife. What's this moment like?
Oh, she's the best. She's the best. Is that allowed on Sports Nation?
Absolutely, that's allowed.
Tanner Wall!
This is the proper way to wrap up this interview.
If you wondered who my #1 fan was, it's not a question anymore. There we go.
Congratulations, brother.
Thanks, love you.